I recall a conversation I had with PW Swivel shortly before his passing, where we had moved on, like most atheist YouTubers, from talking about the religion of creationism to the religion of feminism. And he was genuinely fearful. He was scared for our future. He foresaw an Orwellian dystopia, where the SJWs, who are legitimately dangerous and have a legitimate foothold in culture, in society, in politics, in law, in education, he thought that we were headed for a bad end. You know what I told him? I said, no, we're not. I said, I am extremely optimistic. Now, he knew as much as anybody else who knew me well, I'm a pessimist and a cynic, and I see the worst in people, I see the worst in things, and I like to bitch and complain. But when I looked at the big picture, the forest through the trees of social justice, I'm an optimist. And this Annaliese bitch and the Lyft drive thing, the big video, the big clickbait thing, yeah, well, it's not clickbait because it's actually a legitimately interesting story. It's just overdone to death and I'm late. But I'm not really talking about her, because what she is was to be expected, was nothing new. I wasn't like, wow. I was like, ugh. You know what I mean? This is what social justice has always been. She is the distilled essence of social justice and feminism. Crying over fucking nothing and fucking with people. Not a lot of people know, it's not mentioned in hardly any videos about that Lyft driver. She got him fired. The only reason why he was rehired shortly after being fired as a direct result of this altercation, or incident I should say, since he wasn't really trying to fuck with this bitch at all, was because she posted the video thinking, oh look, everybody's going to be on my side, I'm going to get my 15 minutes of fame. Well, you got your 15 minutes of infamy, you cunt, Annaliese, who happens to be a porn CEO and objectifies women for a living, according to her own philosophy. Are you fucking serious? Anyway, unless maybe she's a sex-positive feminist. Anyway, she is a part of the turning point where society at large goes, oh, yeah, sorry, got a little pimple right in between my fucking eyes. What we knew all along is what society at large is seeing. Now, that conversation I had with PW Swivel was about 10 months ago. And what I told him, what I foresaw, why I was optimistic, is yes, it will get worse. After that conversation, the Mizzou protests happened. After that conversation, the Dartmouth thing happened. The fucking Princeton, well, not Princeton, was it Yale? The Yale thing happened. Black Lives Matter got way fucking worse. And what did I tell Dave? I said it will get worse, and then it will get better. Everything is cyclical. History repeats itself, and time keeps going on and on and on. The result of years of the Bush administration, of fucking Christian patriotic nationalist propaganda, years of stupid fucking conservative horseshit, and honestly was losing out in the 90s, but it reached a sort of an apex of disaster in the early 2000s. And along with that liberal shift that was going on in the 90s, we overclocked. We went around and around to progressive. And thus we got 5 years of fucking hell. We're coming back around, ladies and gentlemen. Even the conservatives are getting better. And the liberals are going to win through on this one again. Because the progressives are complete and utter cancer. Political correctness is complete and utter cancer. Feminism is complete and utter cancer. And it will be obvious. The propaganda, the buzzwords, the lexicon, the lingo will start to fail because these people are naked and obvious, flagrant and blatant, and common sense, as I've always said, will win the fucking day. Because when you look at Annaliese, when you look at Black Lives Matter, when you look at all this shit and you see disaster, you see just obvious bullshit. It does not take an intelligent or learned or educated or fucking in the know or woke person to see this for what it is. Fucking garbage. Okay? Unrepentant garbage. Indefensible garbage. So I told Dave, it'll get better. And we'll all look back on this little slice of history, this little half a decade, and cringe, but then we'll laugh. And hopefully we won't make this mistake again for a long time. So chin up, everybody. Things are getting better all the time. Even though my own subscribers are unsubscribing because, I fucking called Colin Kaepernick a jealous white passing wannabe nigger. Colin Kaepernick is the epitome of the video that I made a little while back called Mind of the Modern Nigger. The craving of oppression. That he wants to be a nigger. He doesn't want to be Colin Kaepernick. He doesn't want to be mulatto. He doesn't even want to own his fucking rich millionaire NFL quarterback status. Unfortunately, Colin Kaepernick wants to be seen by us as a nigger. Not interested. What I see him as is an idiot, and an opportunist, and an egotist. And that's what social justice warriors are. Idiots. Opportunists, egotists, and not so much in the case of Colin Kaepernick, but very much in the case of Annaliese, sadists. Everything she said, what's your name? Always respond with humongous. What's your name? Robert Paulson. What's your name? I'm V. Fucking don't answer that question. Because what are they trying to do? How come nobody even fucking us? I guess it's too obvious that nobody's come right out and say it. But just in case you don't get it, they're asking your name so they can harm you, so they can harass you, so that they can libel you and get you fired, like she got that Lyft driver fired for a fucking hula hoop ornament. Or hula girl, excuse me. Oh my god, I'm so racist. Fuck you. These people are scum. They do not deserve to be entertained. They do not deserve political correctness. Because a subscriber or a viewer or whoever commented and told me that all political correctness is being polite. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. You are 100% wrong. Just like political correctness is 100% evil. 100% of the time. What's your name? Ryu Becker, 1885, whatever the fuck your name was. I don't even remember. What's your name? What's your name so I can Google you, so I can find you, so I can put your name up on Twitter, so I can figure out where you live and where you work, and tell everybody that you're a racist KKK member who fucking disrespected me and shit and all that stuff. You harassed me. I want to get you banned. I want to get you banned from the internet. I want to sue you. That's what political correctness is. Make no mistake. Don't be an idiot. People are respectful all the time. I may be a crass asshole on this channel, but I assure you I don't talk to people in real life like this. Unless they deserve it. And Annaliese is a bitch and a cunt. And deserves everything she got. That's what political correctness is. And that's why It should never be taken seriously. It should never be excused. It should never be, oh yeah, well, harassing people is bad, but you should always be respectful. That's what political correctness is. Bullshit. Being respectful and polite and courteous is being respectful, polite, and being courteous. Political correctness is thought police. It's the threat of violence. Let's go Stefan Molyneux again. Not Peter Molyneux. Fuck Fable. Anyway. Thanks for watching. I hope you get this. Because I'm not talking to you as some educated fucking, I got a fucking PhD in this shit. I'm not talking to you because I read a bunch of books on this subject. This is common fucking sense. It's all I've ever tried to tell anybody on this channel. It's common sense. But what you may not be aware of is the severity of the issue, the urgency of fucking resisting it. Okay? That's it. That's all you're obligated to do, is consider the fact that this is severe. Consider the fact that you have completely underestimated the enemy you're dealing with. But also, be comfortable in knowing that regardless of your actions, this is going to slowly die. Slowly. But it's gonna die. This bullshit has no legs to stand on, and it will collapse. That's just physics. Call me Dr. Darren. Thanks for watching.